Hi everyone, my name is Lenora Woods and I live in the Waukegan, Illinois area. I wanted to share my journey with having COVID-19, give you guys my story and how my family contacted the virus. But first, before I share my story, I just wanted to let you guys know the importance of being safe. We hear on the news that a lot of people do not want to wear their mask, and I'm not quite understanding that. The mask not only protects another person, but it also protects you if they're wearing a mask as well. And my sister would always tell me, Lenora, since we've had COVID-19, please wear a mask. Whatever type of mask that you have, you may have to change out, because some masks are disposable and some masks you can reuse. But we did actually learn the importance of wearing a mask during this whole pandemic. Gloves, if you have an opportunity to gloves, change in and out. And then because we've had COVID, my family and I, we're real careful where we go. We don't go to a lot of places where there's crowd. We do try to get in and out in the stores. We try to order our groceries and just pick up and let them actually load in the back. My mom, she's not around people. She doesn't go to her church. She watches her church virtually on Facebook. And we're just being real careful because we actually had it. Pretty much how I contacted the virus, because I live with my family, is 3 of us that live here. That's one thing you have to be careful of. If you're with a family, if you bring the virus home, pretty much everyone in your household will get it, unless you can quarantine yourself, stay in a room away from everyone, but that's hard to do. So in my case, my mom contacted the virus first. This was early March, where you didn't hardly hear about it on the news. We were still trying to figure it out, and actually we're still trying to figure it out. I think the medical industry, they're trying to figure this out, and there's no cure for it right now. They're talking about a cure, but early March, we didn't hear much about stay inside, wear your mask, because at that time, no one was really wearing a mask. We heard about it in other countries, but not here in America. My mom had gone to like 3 different events that weekend, and we're thinking one of those events, she probably contacted it, because later on, others from that same event, they got the virus as well. So we figured my mom, being a senior, is on that list of being careful. Me being a cancer survivor and my immune system not being as strong, I have to be careful as well. And that's probably why she contacted it first. We saw the symptoms. She was real weak. She was having breathing problems. Her lungs she was always having problems maybe a few weeks ago with her lungs, and then it got worse because she contacted the virus. I knew right away when she contacted the virus, and we confirmed when she was rushed to the hospital, put on a ventilator. They did a test on her, and they said she was positive for COVID-19. I knew pretty much my symptoms that started to come up was the same thing, that I probably had the virus, and of course my sister had it as well. My mom was on a ventilator for 2.5 weeks. Pretty much we couldn't visit her. No one, when I was actually rushed to the hospital, no one could visit me. So that's one thing about this virus. Once, unfortunately, if you contact it to the extent where you have to go to the hospital, no one can come visit you. You can get phone calls maybe. If you are not on a ventilator like my mom was, we would video conference in, and we would sing to her. We would pray. When I was rushed to the hospital, 911, because of my breathing problems, the same thing. They asked me if I wanted to be on a ventilator, and I said no. I just dealt with the oxygen machine that they gave me, and that helped me. But the first time I went to the hospital, remember, this is new. So they were trying different medicines to try to treat the issue with the virus symptoms that I was having, because there's no vaccine for it. So they were trying out different medicines on me. I felt like a guinea pig. When I was sent home that 3rd day, I started having reactions from the medicine, and then my chest was hurting and my lungs, I couldn't breathe. And so I had to go right back to the hospital, and I was there another 3 days. So the new medicine that they gave me was better, along with prayer. My family, we really really sought the Lord out during this whole COVID-19. When the doctors tell you that you need to video conference your mom because her lungs are like cardboard and she's probably not going to make it, oh my God, you lean on God really quick, because you speak in his word. She should live and not die. And even my sister was praying over myself when I was there, because if you can imagine your whole family being having the virus, that's a serious thing, you guys. So that's why, because of our experience, everywhere we go, if we don't want to be rude to people, but we kind of jokingly say, hey, you need to put that mask on. Why you not wearing your mask? And they respond, okay. Oh, I forgot I left it in the car, or they'll pull it out their pockets or whatever. And we have to be careful being with crowds. I know with all the protesting going along, and there's so many things that's out there that's causing people to come in a crowded, in a space that's where you have to be really careful. Try your best to stay home if you can. Shop online. Have people deliver. Amazon is really big now with actually deliveries and so forth, so you don't have to go out as much. But we as a family, we try our best not to do crowded things. I do love community service, so that's been a struggle. And I know a lot of the food pantries, they're doing things differently now, where they're having you have your mask and your gloves, and people drive by, which is good, because you're 6 feet away from each other, and you're still able to help people get the items and things that they're needing for their homes. So I was still able to do a few community service projects, but not a lot. And I don't want to bring that virus back home to my mom and my sister. So I'm real careful when I do go out to a store or anywhere else. So, but I just wanted to share my journey. Everyone's doing fine. My mom's stronger. There's issues that she has to still deal with her lungs being weak. So she does do a lot of coughing and so forth, and medicines that she has to take because of the result of having the virus. But we're doing better. The Woods family is doing better. And I just wanted to let you guys know, just give you a little bit of insight of my journey and my family's journey with COVID-19, and just hope that people will take other people's stories serious, whether you get contacted or not. Still stay safe. Still wear your mask, keep your distancing if you can, and then you hopefully won't have the same story that my family has had. But I just wanted to share that with you guys today.